How did your Maps name come about?
So those initials,
Okay.
like M stand for Mulenga, that's my sign name. Then A stand for Anna, that's the first name of my younger sister.
Okay.
But she's late. Then PS, that's the first name of my younger sister. Her name is Precious. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
And then-
a family.
Yeah, people are like, no, his real name is Yoram Maplang.
Mapla-
Where did you guys get that from? I was like, where did you guys get that from? From the very beginning. How did
From the beginning.
this Your Map start out?
I discovered that I was a musician in 2008. Then my first record was in 2010. Then I became famous in 2018.
So that period from 2010 to 2018, you're just hustling in the background.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. Like, ulefa akagela, then kakukana, you know. Number fukushchiria, you know. So that's that's the experience I had. You know, like I just want this to happen. I just want this to happen. But it took so many years for me to achieve that. And here I am.
What are the people around you saying? Like your friends who are saying you push the music, your family, what were they saying in that 8 years of, pushing to become Your Maps?
You know, some said your music is whack. Some said your music is not good. You know, some said maybe ungambeke. And then I go now got my parents go but Trevor engineer, Trevor. You realize so.
And like I asked you earlier, like it's one thing for a young musician who's upcoming in Lusaka to struggle. And in Lusaka, you've got countless radio stations, countless TV. You can just walk in, this is my album, this is my single, this is my, EP. You were in Kabwe.
First of all, in Kabwe, at that time, we didn't even have a radio station. Facebook was not there. So what we used to do with my friend, my best friend, this is my brother now, Kandeke. So we used to, when sewing kasira, tizaifa kamulika ka flash, then tamboenda door to door. There's a compound called Makululu in Kabwe.
Yes.
Yeah, so we used to go there. Then, at that time, badabali vikenye mboma, computer,
music,
memory
flash
card.
disk, CD,
Yeah, those days. So we used to do that with my friend, like, tuwabi kutuma nyimbo tufumishe, tuwabi kamulika flash, then tuamboke ya kumakululu. Rebika, door by door, tuwapita mafirafi na aba mikani na aba milipirisha, just like that. Then whenever there's a show, we'll go there, talk to one of the DJs there, we perform, maybe bam performisha finangwa chorus baptura. But we didn't give up. And we believed to say one day,
When did that one day finally come?
in 2018, Kandeke is the one who called me. Then I was like, boy, Buga kukamba hapo pa stage lero, meaning Mark 2. So Mark had a show in Kabwe. Then he said that Your Maps is the biggest thing. Like while I was performing on stage, then people started calling me now. Boy, mukamba hapo kuno. Kamba hapo. So kutoka kwenye nzeli kuti niende kuja kushona pesa nishasira show Mark aenda. So now, bani wa saw bwanji. And Kandeke sangani now. Boy, Bugenza Kambapo, boy. Time. He posted on his social media platforms. I was like, wow, this is my opportunity. So I called people like, I want his number. Then they gave me his number. I called him. I'm the one. I'm Your Maps. Dine big man, dine Your Maps. Mwache laka big man. I have 2 songs. So I don't know which one you're going to jump on. Then he said, okay, send the songs. Then I had to send the songs on WhatsApp. So I had 2 songs. I sent finally, and then kwali kofena imife song yakaina. Then Paps for 2 days he recorded. Then he called me. Now that kind of feeling whether ulemona maktu akutumina. You've been pushing for so long. Then you see the biggest artist calling you. It was like a nightmare. Like it was I don't know how I can describe it. And I answered, it was like, are you free tomorrow? I was like, Agamba, I've been free. Big man, I'm never free. Okay, can you come to Lusaka? No, Milo. Okay, fine. What time? Say anytime. Fine. I called my dad. Dad, this is what is going on. Oh, okay, that's good. But I don't have money. Kwenda kuendera Lusaka. So, but I don't want to me. I think it was about 700. Yeah, about 700. Okay, go and do your thing. So I went to Lusaka. He came to pick me up. Intercity. Is it Intercity or I don't know, City Market somewhere there. So he came with the big car, the black car. I don't know the name of that car. So I was like, And he was waiting for me. So ngena chimotoka, you know. We drove. Like 5 minutes, I didn't say anything. I was just like, you know, I'm just like, nyanga, like, what's going on, you know? The Botafika Bond, then I met Antinga, his wife. That was my first time meeting her. Then about 7 years and Sima, I'm like, is this really happening? Like maybe it's a dream or something, you know? Then after that, Stadi and Sima and Pereka Studio, Tambombera na finally manje Mwanana Chaira and ABCD, you know. I was just like, wow. So he gave me the song. So then when going back, he gave me 500. Yeah, transport. He had to drop me kwamene kwena fikira pa first. So na bwana bwera kawene pa kanyimbo na ka mix and I think 2 months in my mixing a change. Kwicha. So after I say that, then I dropped the song. Suddenly, the song became something else. You know, like people started talking about the song. Like, you know, there's this song called Finally. The song became famous in Kabwe, but people didn't know who sang this song. Like, one minute was like, it's Maki's song, you know. And I was like, no, this is my song. You know, where you go, or in the market, and then wapeza wantwaliza nyimbo. Then swak ziwa. Like, they're not even paying attention. Like, hello, ni nyimbo yanga. You know. So then one of my friends, Kandeke, then he said, boy, I think it is shooting HIV video. Bakone. Now, we didn't have money. You know, shooting a video. Then he said, what do we do? Then to me, mda. Katumina mzmaya mangala again with the music yet. Saza to pass. Then to me, mda. So we called my Mvera song. It's a nice song. My even drama as a video. Okay, nizingat video. Then that time I think it was charging about 7,000. Yeah, 7,000. Then we told him, no, 8,000. They said, okay, tran pa shop mbumteng drum. That's how we went with Kandeke. We got the money, then we came to Lusaka. So, and that's how shooting na music finally. After a month, we received a call from Copperbelt, and these people wanted us to go and perform for wedding how. We didn't know how much we should charge. So now we're doing that. So how much do you charge to perform Finite? So I was telling them, well, how much are we going to charge them? Then that was a 4-pin boy. And you know, 4-pin was sakana, si cool 4-pin. So how did was a 4-pin? 4-pin once na accommodation na transport. Jere 4-pin. Okay, so that to me namuti. I was like, tingatumira mobile man devina tumina number time 2 minutes 2 pin again tina jumpa yo day. And you know what we did? We went to a certain bar. We bought a crate of Mosi, that big Mosi.
Yeah.
You know, we were young. Trust me, we were very, very young. So we bought a big crate Mosi. We said, and then Kandeke comes up, boy. So what too much is just like that. What too much is just like that. Just imagine so now. Okay. And from there, we now got 2 minutes. No, I want you to come and perform. So how much? I wanted to say maybe 7 pin. But I was a 7 pin. I'm not in a 6 pin. But pass. And that's how everything started. You know. So we started like when we get the money, we invest maybe to a video here and there. Pangono. Tamungako na tuma shows, you know, here and there. Nezishana kamuntu cheka mene kakandeke chickens shapa. We boy. Iwe ndio mkali we. Iwe mkali we. We'll make it. You know, and from that time is the only person who used to encourage me, like who kept me believing that things will change one day.
People say you're Zambia's biggest artist. Do you think you're Zambia's biggest artist?
Well, to answer that question, you know, like we have different opinions. You know, some might say no, he's not the biggest artist. Some might say he's the biggest artist. But if I was to tell you my opinion, well, I am. I'm one of the greatest. I'm one of the biggest artists. If you ask me. From my point of view.
I mean, there's a belief in yourself, because if you doubt, others will. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Which song never misses at your shows? It never misses. But you see, whether no, you only have 2 minutes, you will put it there.
Try again. Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Yes.
Okay. What's the backstory to pick it up?
You know, there was a point when I was down, like literally down. There was a time when drama, you know, came online, and I lost contracts with brands. People started terminating the contracts which I had with them for shows and all that. It was a very, very difficult moment for me, yeah, at that time, because of certain things, you know. So at that time, I decided to do a song, which not just going to encourage people, but now in a foot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you get like a lot of upcoming artists wanting you on their songs?
Yeah.
Like how many times do you get like I did a phone in my inbox in my
Thousand. Every day I get to think about 500 to 600 calls.
Huh?
Yeah, missed calls. Every single day.
People want a feature.
Not necessary people want features. Sometimes people want some people calling for help. You know, yeah, just different situations.
Let's talk about your marriage. You know, you and I have one thing in common. I said we have something in common, as in, like, you know, I think where when you get married, no, manje bazaina. You get the point? Eh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm married 5 years, like, I'm still the same. Like, I haven't, you know, no one can come and tell me, no, you know, balaina, you know. Do you get your maps? You know, that kind of thing. Because for me, it's like, I feel like that's just where my body is. I can eat, but it's just, and I like it like this.
You know.
Because manje, you're eating more than just my eggs.
No.
Because my eggs.
In fact, madam wangatantamba pa anayesa. Apika kolumanda, chiwawa yavisaji, jani, vichani, kuseni, mzuba, usiku. In fact, kwambon forcing kudiaka 6 times. Vinakanga. Stinga ines.
Imagine the chap. And what would you say you love the most about your wife?
She's that kind of person that I can talk to. Like when I'm facing challenges, you know, is that kind of person I can sit down and talk to. And she will listen. And she will advise me. So let me tell you a story about my wife. I remember back then, it should be in 2020. Yeah, 2020. You know, when things were just like coming up, you know, like Yomap Sabuela Shabe Pajai. I didn't have money. I was renting. I had one car, you know. So when I met my wife, and so most of the time, you know, because that time I was young. So kwale bati mwanda maka nish kagero kalipaunza manje kagero. So nesa and nakawa na paunza so chepa na bwera mu kubondi kabwera na keve kubondi so chabe. So most of the time mkazi wanga kabwera kunyumba za checking a festa langana pa. Then she never used to say anything. So she would just go back. So like it's a person kankana na tundalama, you know, like kumangaji time at mabeula papa I go no let's go and chill, you know, let's go Pachikagos and all that. So she was like, so you whenever you get money you kwenda ku Chicago. So anyway, Chicago. You know, so one day I had a deal, a big deal. Like I became a brand ambassador to a certain company, and these people were offering, I think, about 1 million. Yeah, so they gave me about 500,000. So now, you know when you're excited, then in my head, mwazeche like big car, moto kache, no nikache, you know, come guys che kachiti kache, you know, ndekariko. So I sat down with my wife. That time ni shagabonga na mkazi wangu. So I was like, Exe, me I call my wife Exe, now we nako something. The Amazon says, yes. Then she was like, what do you want to do with this money? I was like, imoto kainifuta maningi nina. So I want to buy a Benz. Why do you want to buy a Benz? You already have a car. This nice moto kai. Benz, you know. She said, but she was like, if I were you, I would buy a plot and start building and run away from renting. So inaweza kutenga drama was 500 ndo pasa muntu plot je. I call. So I said, okay, no, it's your money. Do whatever you want to do with your money. But if I were you, I would buy a plot and start building my own house so that I run away from these challenges. I said, okay, cool. So she went back to school kwa mene. So, nabwana ngana mbapitisa manje. But manje 500 ingamange nyumba. where you start asking yourself a lot of questions. Oh, okay. So, Nabana Mtumina phone. They're okay, babe. So, what do you think? What do you think I should do? So he said, you know what? Get 200, buy a plot. Then 300, use it for a car foundation. Then you start building. After 2 years, trust me, there's nyumba asila. So that's how I bought a plot. So we went to Lilai. That pays a plot. Then we bought a plot. Then we finished the house. Tinako kiramu ishtikabeno we plastic ribofaka na mataos. We started staying there. Once the vinase na ishtikali mkati mwamene mtu. So most of the time when I sit down and the people are saying, no, your wife is everything, I'm just like, you don't know. I'm just like, you don't know. You don't know, So that's the thing. She's one kind of person that I can talk to, and she always listen, and she likes advising. No, here and there. No, we can't. No, hey, Sean, But which is a good thing.
To be honest, I feel like you guys are strong. Like, how do you feel when people go for high and they, bully and whatnot, and you sit there?
I feel bad, to be honest. How would you feel if someone talks here about your wife? How would you feel? I feel bad. I feel like, I feel like I'm not doing enough to protect her. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. But social media it's a different world. You can't control everyone.
Yeah.
You understand? So I feel bad. But the good part is that we are strong enough to handle certain issues, whether behind the scenes or on social media, and that's what I love the most.